Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to our video series, and we're starting in chapter 4 this time. It's not at the start because some of you already have taken a look at yourself. We're going to start at chapter 4.3. And as I already said during the normal lessons, chapter 4 doesn't really explain a whole lot of new stuff, and it also combines your new subject economics a lot with what you learn there. And one thing today what we're going to talk about in this video, the multiplication factor, is one of those things that's not really new. We've discussed this previous year, right? That a multiplication factor, for example, if I have an amount that increases with 18%, I say 100% plus 18% is 118%, so I multiply it with 1.18. That is the so-called multiplication factor. And 1.053, if I would take a look at this, do minus 1 and times 100, you will find a percentage increase of 5.3, right? And a decrease means in this case that my multiplication factor is less than 1, for example 0.88. Here they say a comma, it has to be a point. Translation is not that good this chapter. Right, and how can you use a multiplication factor? Well, first of all, this last part of theory, a percentage increase, then I get 100% plus 8% divided by 100 is 1.08. A percentage decrease, I would do 100% minus 3% is 97%, divided by 100 is 0.97. Again, here they say out, of course that's to be old. And again, some rules of thumb that you have to use. Round new and old to the same number of decimal places, round percentages to one decimal place. Example, in 2009, 29,205 people worked for the Dutch Railways, the NS. After a part of the company was sold off in 2010, the number of staff decreased by 22.9%. Calculate how many people worked for the Dutch Railway in 2010. Okay, if it is a decrease, I start with 100%, I do minus 22.9, right? And then dividing it by 100 gives me a multiplication factor of 0.771. Multiplication factor, so just multiply this by the starting amounts, already gives me my final answer here. But be wary that you round it, right? You can't have a half of a person. Compared to 2008, the number of visitors, okay, at the Toy Museum in Deventer dropped by 11.8%. An internal advertising campaign in 2010 led to a 42.6% increase in the number of visitors compared to 2009. Calculate the percentage difference in the number of visitors over the 2008-2010 periods. So we have a dropping and afterwards, again, an increase of the number of visitors. If something drops by 11.8%, that's 100 minus 11.8 gives me 88.2. Dividing it by 100 gives me a multiplication factor of 882, sorry. That would be 100% in the next year. So if I then get an increase, I would do 100 plus 42.6 gives me 142.6 divided by 100 is a multiplication factor of 1.426. If I now simply multiply the two multiplication factors, I get the average increase or decrease in that time period. And here that's around 1.258. Remember, they want a percentage difference. Here do minus 1 and then times 100%. What you also can do is first times 100%, then you get 125.8. Remember, you started with 100%, so that's why you have to do minus 100. Then you get 25.8%. Again, they're really not paying enough attention at points and commas in the translation of this chapter. Okay, And the next part is already about the new theory. So practice this and watch the next video if you think you are ready for it. Good luck.